What is up, everybody? UG here, and today I'm here with a kind of video talking about the recent hotfixes that just came live today. I'm just going to talk about how they will probably affect the game, and then I'm going to probably talk about some ret comps that will probably be good in this meta. So right off the bat, DKs get pretty much a 5% increased damage buff, which is pretty cool. What am I saying? I don't know if that's good. TSG is already a crazy comp. I feel like this should have been PvE only, in my opinion. But whatever. Yeah. Next up, Ret Paladin buffs. See, I'm not 100% sure if all of these are for PvP also, because like in the earlier versions of the patch notes, it said the Blade of Justice buff was only for PvE. But I don't really know. Maybe they just decided to do it just overall. And if they did, that's pretty cool, because that's a nice little damage buff for Ret. What else? I don't know if that matters at all. Okay, so now down to the PvP changes. Boomies get a ton of armor nerfs, which is really cool. Their straight up armor is reduced by 10%. The armor that they have in Boomy form is reduced by 75%. I don't really know what Iron Feather Armor and Celestial Guardian are, but they were also... Oh, it looks like Celestial Guardian is just like a spell reduction, but that was nerfed. I don't know what I don't know what Blade of Feather and Iron Feather are, but they were also nerfed. So Boomies can probably die now, which is really nice. It's really annoying playing against the Boomies where they are just able to do whatever they want since they just can't die. That's a cool change. Resto Druid got a slight int buff and a mastery buff. I don't feel like this is going to really help Resto Druids too much. Their big problem is survivability. They just kind of die through all their buttons, and I don't think a 2% int and a 20% mastery buff is really going to help that. But who knows? I guess survival hunters couldn't kick through Fade, which I guess is a good change. Then another big change is Frigid Winds increases chilling effects by 10% instead of 15%, and Chilled is only a 40% slow instead of a 50% slow. So pretty much what this means is the max slow from Chilled is now going to be 50%. I think it's 50%. Yeah, probably 50% slow. So no more of those crazy 70% slows on you at all times, which is awesome. And I don't know exactly. I think Frigid Wind just affects Chilled. I'm not 100% sure though, but that's really nice for what's probably way easier to hit a Frost Mage now. Next up, Holy Priests. Holy Priests got quite a few nerfs as well. Ray of Hope is now a 60-second cooldown instead of 45, which is pretty big. Their int was nerfed by 4%, and their mastery was reduced by 30%. I don't really know... Sorry. I don't really know what their mastery is, but I don't know, nerfing it. Whatever it is. And then Renew is getting nerfed by 75%. I don't know if this was 100% good, because I feel like this kind of is going to end up gutting the class, because these are some really big changes. But I don't really care. I really hate playing against Holy Priests. Everything about them is just really annoying. So they may not be too good after this. And next up, Resto Shaman. Riptide's heal was reduced by 15% in PvP, and their int was nerfed by 3%. That was definitely warranted. Resto Shamans are really strong right now. Their instant healing is way too crazy, so the Riptide nerfs are, I guess, good. They're gonna have to cast more probably. Next up, Aflox got a int buff by 3%. And then Destrolox got an armor increase and a versatility increase. That's kind of scary. It's good if you're Destrolock. There'll probably be a lot more Destrolox running around. Now I guess I'll just talk about what I think is gonna happen. So I feel like TSG is gonna be everywhere now. TSG is gonna be nuts. I think TSG ends up beating Rogue Mage, and I feel like there's gonna be a lot of Rogue Mage also. What else could there be? There's gonna be way less Boomy teams for sure. More Aflocks and Destrolock teams might come back to like enhance LSD with Af or Destro. Those are pretty scary comps. Restotron's probably still gonna be the best healer, even with these nerfs. But it's probably gonna be closer to H-Pal and Mistweaver. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows if this buff will actually make Resto Druids top tier. They're not gonna be top tier, but they might be like more viable now. But I feel like just increasing their healing isn't the problem. Actually, I don't know. Their healing's not that good either. They kind of just lose to anything with the Purge, it feels like right now, because they only had like one big burst heal and they took that out, I think, if I remember correctly, in 7.25. I'm 100% sure. But yeah, so lots more Aflocks and Destrolocks. Way more RMX probably. TSG is going to be everywhere. Windwalker DK is probably going to be really popular too. Windwalker Demon Hunter. A lot more of those types of comps. Probably less Arshaman teams, I feel like. There'll probably be a bit more diversity when it comes to healers now, since they're slightly less good. And it's not like H-Pally and Mistweaver were really that bad. At Dis 2, they were all pretty good in specific comps. So now they'll probably just do better. Now I'm just going to talk about some, I guess, Ret comps that are probably good. Ret Warrior is definitely going to be good. Ret Warrior was good before these changes, and it'll probably be good now. Even more so now. You could kill Holy Priest teams before, and now you could probably just kill them even more so, since Ray of Hope's a way longer cooldown. You'll probably be able to win second or third setup. Frost Mage nerfs makes it so Frost Mage teams aren't as crazy against you. The only like real slow that they have is Cone of Cold. Boomy nerfs. Boomies were a big problem for Ret Warrior. So now that they're nerfed, maybe Ret Warrior can kill Boomies, but either way, Boomies have to play a little bit more defensive most of the time, I feel like. The Resto Shaman nerf makes Resto Shamans easier to kill. They're gonna be way more reliant on casting, and if you play with something like the Resto Shaman, they have to go through 3 kicks before they can get a heal off. So Resto Shamans are probably way more killable. Aflox getting buffed makes the comp better, and I feel like it does good against Destrolocks too. So Ret Warrior is probably gonna be really strong. I'll probably make a video on kind of like a comp guide for it tomorrow. It's a really simple comp. It's what you'd imagine for most melee cleaves. But yeah, what other Ret comps? I feel like Ret Assassination Rogue could be really good. Ret Sub-Rogue, it's just Ret Rogue in general is probably going to be good. But Ret Assassination Rogue will probably be the best. Playing with the Phantom Knife specs and you play hammers and just cleave a lot, that can probably be really crazy. Just rot an entire team down with that. Might not do the best against casters, but there's probably some other specs that you can play against them. Also, you can shit on healers pretty easily with Vendetta every minute 15 or something. I don't remember what it is. Yeah. What else for Ret? Ret Hunter is probably good. I haven't really tried it, but I'd imagine it's good right now. Especially now with the Boomy nerfs. Boomies were a big problem for Ret Hunter. So Ret Hunter is probably going to do really good, either survival or MM. I'm not really sure which one's best. What else? Ret Mage, either any spec. Actually, I don't know if Fire would work, but Frost and Arcane for Ret Mage probably work. I tried it out a bit yesterday. Frost kind of felt better, but that's because Arcane kind of gets shit on by Resto Shamans, and since they're getting nerfed a bit, maybe Arcane will do better. What else? Ret DK is probably going to be really good with the DK buffs. That comp was actually pretty good before, and now both the classes are getting buffed, and all these healers are getting nerfed. It could be really good. What else? Ret Demon Hunter is kind of decent. I don't think Windwalker. Oh, Ret Lock is probably gonna be good. That Ret Lock always feels like it's pretty good, and same with Ret Shadow Priest. Ret Shadow Priest should be good. The only problem is if TSG is everywhere, Shadow Priest will be kind of get shit on. They'll either need something like a mage or a sub rogue to help them stay alive. But Ret Paladin does really well against those kind of cleaves, so maybe it will still do good. Let me see if there's any other comps. Red Enhance probably works, but Enhance anything pretty much works. Ret LA, I don't know, I haven't really seen too many LAs. I don't know if they would do good with Ret. Yeah, that's probably about it. Ret Warrior is probably your best comp. Second best would probably be Ret Hunter or Ret Assassination Rogue. After that is probably Ret any Rogue or Ret DK. And then Ret DK and then Ret Lock, either AF or Destro, both can work right now. Then Ret Demon Hunter, and yeah, that's about it. So, I hope this helped. Peace.